Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack. Here's Jack.
From downtown Cedarburg and other parts of Cedarburg, like that part of Cedarburg you don't like to drive through, that part that you kind of roll up your windows and lock your doors. Jack's coming in from there, but I'm coming from the fine area of Cedarburg.
You're wearing that goofy shirt that you had the picture taken in the graphic article, and it looks like you have like a
Backpack?
no, yeah, it's suspenders.
Sure.
Oh,
That's a feature. Just so you know.
Blackie's here. It's a feature,
Blackie.
a fashion feature.
It is a feature. I paid extra money for that.
You would. So are you going to do this thing now where you say this segment brought to you by? Are we doing that? Remember we talked about doing that?
Sure. I guess we are.
What is the matter? We're
Smooth, Henke. You're
I
really
am.
smooth.
I am. I'm one of a kind.
Whew. This segment this lame segment is brought to you by, actually, very importantly, the Friends of the Cedarburg Public Library, whose book
Oh no, they're not skipping in
they
line.
are getting top of the billing today. Their book sale starts today, Monday. Come on down with a fistful of cash, leave with an armful of books.
Well, the good thing about is everything $1?
I'll have to check out.
Oh God.
I don't know.
Well, you could go get like 100 singles and go to the library book sale from the
Yes.
Fiends
Sure.
for $1, right?
Oh, yeah.
And,
Well, sure.
and then you save some for the Gentleman's Club, the singles too. You could just do both.
I think you need more than that these days. I hear a $5 is better than.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think a singles do it anymore. They see those singles up there, you hold it like this, and they're just like.
You sound a little skilled and experienced at this.
Well, I talk to people. I'm people who talk to people.
Yeah.
So there you go. So yeah.
What's going on? AJ popped off.
Oh, he did. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well,
He was so excited today. Well, so it's what time does the sale start?
if
Do you
the
know?
library is open, the sale is open.
I'm surprised the library is open. I'm surprised to see you at the library today.
Oh, yeah?
For Juneteenth Day.
Juneteenth thing, yeah, that's
It's a federal holiday now.
yeah. I don't know. It's I'm not sure where we're at on that here.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there's a couple libraries I think along the pipeline that are closed. We
Yeah.
are not one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Juneteenth is a big deal. It's when the can you imagine how much the communication has changed since 1865? It took months to get word to Texas. Oh, by the way, you're free.
Thank you.
Yes, big celebration. That's a big day. That's cool. Mr. Bob's is open for donations tonight.
I was saving Mr. Bob's for the next segment, but
Okay.
real good.
Well,
We're doing
no,
great.
you can't jump. You can't do
Not like a
that.
storm here.
You got
aren't
to
we?
start with Mr. Bob.
No,
right.
not when it's book sale week, sir. Not when it's book sale week.
Is it every day this week?
Yes, it is.
So do you go and do you bid on books? Is it like an auction?
Bid? Wait, this is like a cattle auction? I'll take the Grisham for $2. What are you talking about?
$225. You're $250. Do you take actual cash, or do you have to have cards?
Cash.
You don't know
only.
anything about
Cash
this thing.
only. Well, I know it's set up. I walked in and I said, "Oh crap! I better talk about this today." So
You're not going to walk around and show it like you've done in the past? That's really
eventually I will. Not today. Oh boy, it's like doing a show with. Now, are we gonna roll titles here? Where do we fade out?
Well,
Are we on the air?
What rails? We're not off the rails. I didn't even see the fucking rails. That's how far off we are. Oh boy, that is funny. You are everything I say.
All this pre-planning is really starting to show. All right.
I listened. You
Yes.
said you said we're slicing it up. We did slicing and dicing. Ronco.
I feel like I'm sitting here at Benihana, slicing and dicing. I feel like the main entree here. Oh my god!
All right, I'm going to Mel's now.
I was saving that for season 3. But go ahead. We are going to have to get you a little remedial college of broadcast knowledge here.
Did you say Brad? Okay.
Sure. Go ahead. Do what you do.
But no, at the top of the show, I want to make sure we get that photo of Quinn Natalia.
Oh,
do you
okay.
remember that?
Yeah,
or we can do it next segment, whenever you want, whatever works for you.
Folks, this is sort of the trading wheels day of the show. It's kind of like when they have you're in a corporation, they send a national trainer down. That's kind of what we're doing here. So sorry you have to witness all this.
Java House. I asked Julia this morning, what should we be focusing on for Java? She goes, they're getting ready for the fest. It's going to be a big strawberry fest weekend.
Sure.
So they get, but she said, Boba's going like crazy. We're I think for this week they should change the name to Boba House instead of Java House. So you can keep the A at the end and just be OBA. What do you think? I think Lisa should paint over
I like Boba Fett. Go with Star Wars theme, you know.
Boba Fett.
Absolutely.
Oh,
all right.
All right. So, Mr. Bob, where do you want to go?
Oh, let's talk writing. Let's talk.
Let's about you?
Yeah.
Enough about everybody else. Let's talk about me.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm all screwed up. I spent the whole weekend studying this script.
Studying, I like that.
Yeah, I was. So, you want to tell everybody what you've been up to?
So I took one of my old feature-length screenplays and one that I've been working on for 8 years. It's probably an 8-year project, and with varying degrees of success and failure, and couldn't quite ever get it where I wanted it to be. And then once I had the epiphany to hurt, man, those epiphanies, it's like losing a rib.
Did you hack it up?
I did. Well, I
had a hairball.
Yeah, I did. Turned it into a pilot. TV is where it's at, man. That's what they're telling me, and I think they're right. So the minute I turned it into a pilot, it just felt like, oh yes, this has been crying out to be a TV pilot for 8 years. I just wasn't listening. So yeah, and it's going off to a producer today.
Okay. Do you talk about the content of it, or is that bad juju?
No, not at all. No, this isn't baseball. Speaking of baseball, I can't wait to talk to AJ about that this weekend. But no, it is a story. It's a detective mystery procedural type of thing. A private detective who is extraordinarily unlicensed and a guy who just thinks
unhinged.
He can do it. A little unhinged. I mean, he's.
I would say the opposite of unhinged. Very under control.
Well, he's very under control, but unfortunately, part of his control is. And I think Cedarburg needs a guy like this around. They probably have multiples. I
was going to say, what makes you think they don't?
I think we don't. But he's a guy who seems to have been keeping files on his friends and neighbors for the bulk of his life.
So a peeper.
Kind of, yeah. But he's, and people in town kind of deal with him as sort of arm's length type of, hi, Stanley, how are you? Okay, real good. Because they know if they
don't get too close.
If they talk to him too much, they're going to wind up in his file. It's going to wind up in his files. Like, the worst thing you can have is this guy walking up to you on the street and saying, "So, how's it going?" Because
I was just reading about you.
He's fishing. And that's almost his. And it's not just that he keeps files; he seems to memorize them. Like he knows everything about everybody in town, which again is something any small town deals with. So I just wanted to ramp that up and kick that up to a high degree for this character. It's really a character study. I mean, the mystery is there, but I really am trying to kind of show this guy, this interesting figure. He's probably on the spectrum. If somebody, I've had a few people ask, is this guy high functioning autism? I would say maybe, but I didn't want to get into it because I didn't want to make it like a ailment of the week type thing. That wasn't what I was after. I want the audience to draw their own conclusions about what his deal is and talk about it. Like,
why not? Are you an autist or something?
Well, yeah, no, not far from it.
Yeah. So describe. Okay, you managed to speak 10 minutes and not.
It's a pitch section. I love it.
Not divulge anything. What genre is it? Who would this appeal to? Who's the target?
If you're a fan of Fargo, the TV series, you might want to dial in. If you're a fan, there's a great show I'm watching right now on Amazon Prime called what's it called? Deadlock, LOCH. It's an Australian show. Excellent, kind of, again, police procedural. But yeah, it's a crime show. It's a mystery show. I mean, I tried to lay it out like a classic. The mystery itself is laid out like any mystery novel, any mystery TV series, from Poirot to Marple to Nero Wolfe, I mean, that type of thing. I am going to take try to treat it like an 8-season cycle. I'm sorry, an eight season would be great. An 8 episode cycle for a season. So that would be like the whole mystery is going to go over 8 chapters, so to speak. So yeah,
it's like those, but a lot of those detective things aren't very gory. I mean, there's blood at the scene of the crime, but yours smashes that.
Modern television, I think, is a little more intense. So I thought I'd snap
yeah, no, I think I was like, holy shit, what's he? Yeah, all right, now so he's just being himself.
Yes.
So yeah, very, very interesting. Well done. I love there are some really great dry humor lines in there.
Oh, thank
you. Which are wonderful.
It was fun. It's always fun. I mean, that's the thing. It was so much fun to write. That's why working on it for 8 years was not a chore, and coming back to it all the time. I love that world. I love those people. It's fun.
The Jimmy Hoffa line to me, it made me laugh out loud. It was so perfectly placed. It's not, the humor's not overdone or cheesy. Speaking of cheesy,
I think in the earlier drafts it was. I pulled a lot of that out.
Good. Well, I liked it, and I think you'll do well.
I hope so. Yeah, it's going out today.
But you have to let us know.
I will. Oh, believe if it rolls, you'll know. Don't worry.
Good. Just remember, I hope.
What was that scream? That scream of joy I just heard in Saukville. No problem.
It wasn't a shawarma.
That too. Oh yeah.
Shawarma's for everyone.
Shawarma, yes, absolutely. Line up.
Mr. Bob's does have a drop off tonight, 4 to 6 p.m. in Grafton. Mobile shower trailer is going guns. It's doing great things, and so is Mr. Bob's thing. I'm working on a new brochure for Mr. Bob's. So
let me help here. This next segment with AJ Sports is brought to you by Mr. Bob's Under the Bridge, whose drop off is tonight.
No.
Structure. It's all about structure.
This segment is brought to you by Mel's, because we got the sports tie-in with Quinn Natali, which you got to show right now.
Right.
Show the photo. Quinn, we got a photo this past weekend from Tammy Natali, one of the great moms in the world, who sent us a picture of Quinn. Remember when he was on with us, he talked about he was really stoked about competing in powerlifting competition that was coming up. Yes. So he is flexing it, loving it, smiling. It's a great thing to see. And we also remarked about Quinn. Remember how seemed like he fits more into a day than, I don't know anybody who fits more into a day than he does. He's got working jobs. There he is. There he is. Love that picture. Tammy said, that was from state competition. So this would have been not yesterday, but the previous weekend. Muscles, smiles, and fun all around. And you can see it. Look at that. That face just tells it all right there.
I think he's so ripped because he's got to manipulate all that metal.
He does. He's a metal manipulator. I think he could tear off with his teeth those license plates. So Quinn, congratulations. That's freaking awesome.
He was top lifter or finalist, or how does that all work out? I don't even know.
Don't know. We'll have to have him on to tell us about it.
All right, that's good.
But he was there. He competed. He obviously was enjoying it, so have at it. Keep going. Cool. Okay. Today is National Martini Day. You a martini guy at all?
Not bad. Yeah, if you hand me one, I will drink it. I had a bad martini experience.
Well, it's easy with martinis. What kind of martini?
Dry.
What do you vodka or gin?
Vodka, definitely.
Okay, it was originally with gin only. Early martinis were made with wine, gin, and an olive.
I hear
In the ti-
G&Ts are making a comeback now. Gin, I guess young youngsters are trying their great grandparents' drink. So,
Oh yeah, nuts.
Yeah.
They're in
Right.
every year at about April
oh, are they?
when the
Okay.
weather starts. It's a great warm weather drink. I myself prefer a vodka and tonic over a gin and tonic, but everybody's different. And the martini is actually named. Do you know how it got its name?
No clue.
The martini was originally called the Martinez, named after the California gold rush for the town of Martinez, where it was invented. So how do you like that? The thing that's the most amazing to me about martinis is this was an actual thing. In the 1960s, a three martini lunch. I mean, you've heard that phrase before.
Oh, I've used that phrase before.
The three martini lunch becomes a common practice for cosmopolitan executives and business people. Can you imagine? I can't imagine having three. That's a lot of sipping.
I mean,
you can't slam. You can't slam. It's like
no, it's not a slammer. Although, so what are the young people like though? They call them cosmopolitan, which is like a martini as well, right? By and large,
yeah, but it's flavored.
It's flavored, right?
vodka.
Exactly. So you're looking at like green apple or people like that sort of thing, which is they're bad. They're fine. They're not bad, but
lemon drop is another one.
Yeah, but at the cousins you met this past week, about last week, I was at one of their bar mitzvahs, probably Nathan, the oldest, and I think I had just turned 21 or 22, and my aunts and uncle were like, I said, go get yourself a drink. You can get whatever you like. I said, is there a limit? They said, I don't know. Let's find out. And so I just started to. I actually did what you said you don't do. I started to slam martinis.
Smart.
Oh my God!
You're not a smartini.
Oh man! Holy cow! Well, I mean, I was absolutely the life of the party. I suppose.
Did you get sick during the party?
No,
idiot.
No. Okay. Well, no. I was like 2 a.m. when that first wave hit, and so you got to be careful with those.
Be careful. Here, instead of National Martini Day, it should be National Bokini Day.
There we go. Do we got
it?
I don't see images, but we might have audio. Let's find out. Here we go. AJ Bokini with sports. We've been waiting all week, and it's only Monday.
What's up, boys?
Hey, AJ. How's it going?
Sorry, my screen is black for some reason. I can't figure out why.
You've never looked better.
Hey. I'm glad you cleaned up for the broadcast.
Yeah.
He's dissing us. He's already looking at tomorrow, Bulldog. That's what his big deal is.
No. Not at all, Jack. Not at all.
What do you got for us today, big guy?
Oh, big day in sports yesterday. Big day.
How many big days? Big day
cubed.
Big day Bokini. Go ahead.
Power.
Brewers break out the brooms against the Pirates.
Yes, they did.
And the Chinooks won yesterday in Wisconsin.
Oh, boy.
A nice baseball day here in the state of Wisconsin.
Okay, AJ, did you 1 week ago today, the Brewers had just been swept by the worst team in baseball, the A's, at home.
Yeah.
Now they sweep the team that's, I guess you can call it first place, even though it's a pathetic division, on the road. What worked for the Brewers, and why were they able to beat the Pirates 3 in a row?
Consistently inconsistent. That's the word I'll use for you.
Yes.
That's the word I'll use for you. Who knows? This team may go and get their ass kicked by the Diamondbacks, but who knows?
Does that really go next?
No, they play Arizona at home.
Say it again?
They play Arizona at home.
Oh, play Arizona at home. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Arizona's like one of the surprise teams of the league. They're in first place in the West.
Arizona's like 19 games over 500. So.
Whew.
Oh, well,
they're having a good time.
Brewers. Yeah.
Yeah. But someone mentioned this morning on the radio that this team seems to mirror the skill level of the team they're playing. So if they're playing a good team like Pittsburgh or Arizona, they'll step it up. If they're playing a team like Oakland, they phone it in. And
I honestly think there's a lot of, I'm not using this as an excuse, but it's going to sound like one.
Wait a minute. You're rationalizing your excuse before you do the excuse.
You're making excuses for your excuses.
That's inexcusable.
There's a lot of guys on a team with not a lot of major league experience. So I think a tendency is to look at the record of the other team you're playing and say, oh, we should win 2 or we should win 3. And then you look at it and you're like, oh, we just lost 2 because we looked ahead.
Sure.
They have some young guys, but they have a lot of old guys too.
Yeah. No, I'm saying with the young guys in the starting lineup right now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We'll let you get away with that. That sounds like an excuse to me, but that's all right.
It clearly is. It clearly is.
All right. So are you happy? Are the good times going to continue for both the Chinooks and the Brujas?
Well, we got Chinooks wise. We got a game in Green Bay today,
Mm-hmm.
and a homestand beginning Wednesday.
Which means you'll be out there Wednesday, right?
Wednesday, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Churning the milk to get the ice cream ready.
It's a split doubleheader.
Split doubleheader, 11:35 and 6:35.
Oh wow, it's a long day.
I'm only there for one though.
No ice cream for which? So no ice cream in the evening.
No, there's other people working the ice cream in the evening.
I don't buy that. I want your ice cream. I don't want anything else's.
Is Brownie Pothead still leading the league?
Yes, Brownie Pothead is still
Forgot about that.
It's been a while.
And it's leading the league in outfield assists too.
Oh,
AJ's rolling today.
yes, yes,
All right, keep rolling, AJ. What else you got?
Let's see. We got. Before I forget, the biggest news of the day went down in the league yesterday in the NBA. Bradley Beal to the Suns.
Okay.
For a package that includes Chris Paul. Now, whether Chris Paul will be on a team that he's traded for or traded to is another story. But Bradley Beal to the Suns for a package that includes Chris Paul and 2 other people.
I heard that it was an embarrassingly low return that they got for Beal.
It was very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. Typical Washington Wizards return, but very
What about now the Suns? Are they going to be better with Beal or not?
I take Beal, Booker, and Durant over Paul, Booker, and Durant. So I think so.
Okay, but aren't those 3 all not just shoot, but their main thing is scoring? Are they going to have enough?
They don't have a true point guard now. That's the one thing they don't have because Chris Paul was a true point guard and they got rid of him. So.
Yeah, but they had him and it didn't go anywhere anyway. So
they went to the finals, but they lost.
Yeah, to a good team. Yeah. So, all right. So, would you order a pizza or something? Who's calling?
Mom.
Oh,
I'll take it later.
Hey,
I'll
Mom.
take it later.
All right.
All right. Now you know your priorities. Us in front of Mom. Way to go,
Sorry,
AJ.
Mom.
Yeah. All right. What about the U.S. Open, AJ?
Oh, that was very entertaining. Last night, I stayed up, watched the whole thing. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
It's all right. Anything for Mom.
I stayed up, watched the whole thing, and it was very good. It was very, very, very good. So, the guy that won, I'll be honest, I never heard of before.
Me either. Wyndham Clark. Spelled like Wyndham, like the hotels.
That's a great name.
Yeah, it sounds like a law.
Wyndham Clark.
Yeah, you know what he sounds like? He sounds like a law firm.
Wyndham Clark. Dewey Cheatham and Howe.
Well, oh God! After he won yesterday, he should be Wyndham Clark and Cash.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wyndham Cash.
That was nice.
It was great. I mean, it was nice to see him win. I'm a little disappointed that Roy didn't win, but not in the slightest because the new guy won. Do you know that's the 5th year in a row that a new guy has won the U.S. Open?
No.
Yes.
Oh, you finally taught us something.
Shaking things up.
Yeah. Do you know that I read a stat the other day? Do you know how much it costs to play that course for a yearly fee?
No.
No.
How much?
Take a shot.
This is the Los Angeles Country Club that has been so secretive. Most people in Los Angeles have never even gotten a whiff of it or seen it.
Take a shot.
So a yearly fee. I can't go month to month. Oh, well, let's go month to month. All right. So let's say this much 6 times. I'm going to say $8,000.
No.
154,000.
$250,000.
Oh. Boy, I hope they're keeping those greens nice and trim.
Well, with your pay, with your big,
$250,000 with the Playboy Mansion on the 14th hole.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, they're rehabbing it.
That'll get me through 18.
Well, with your big payday from Sartori, you should be able to afford that.
Hey, shut up. That's hush money.
They give me hush money every day. No, not to talk on the phone, on the radio. Wow, that's a lot. You know, what's interesting is I get an email from a place called the Palmacia Country Club in Florida. I get an email every month.
Yep.
The reason being is that there is a gentleman I found out named Jerry Messerman who must have given them as an email jmesserman@gmail.com, and he didn't know. He must have been older and didn't know. So I get his country club bills every month, and then I also get receipt of payment. So he's paying for us. We're good.
That's good. That's
but
good.
they just upped our dues. I was $600 a month, and now we're $800 a month.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good.
So it's all right. I just got a warning recently too that there have been some people around the pool who have not been doing proper pool attire.
Oh,
so let's be careful. No thongs.
Oh.
So especially if you're over 80. So anyway,
or you.
I do have to do a shameless plug for tomorrow. Sartori Cheese, 9:30 in the morning. Osthoff Hotel.
Nice.
You are blowing us off for that gig.
It's early in the morning.
I would too.
Sorry, guys.
No
you
apologies.
You don't sound sorry.
You know, I'm not.
Remorse just oozing out of every pore.
Your volunteer public speaking coach, Russ Meyer, has a tip for you today. He said, tell AJ that his Sartori speech better not be cheesy.
Hey,
Russ
Meyer. He is using a 3-iron for dad jokes.
Hey.
He got on the green.
Hey, just don't walk up to him and say, "Hey, welcome to Sargento."
That would be my yes. I think I made that error early on. Yes.
Yeah.
You Sargento people are just not killing it. You're crushing it.
No, I'm actually very excited. Bob McManus, thank you for the opportunity. That's awesome. The introduction is down to 1.5 minutes, so
nice.
Shouldn't take that long.
All right. Don't rush it. Talk real slow. You should talk like
talk like this. Hey.
I will sell no cheese before it's time.
Welcome to Sartori. No, but in all seriousness, I'm very excited, very grateful for the opportunity, and I can't wait. So I'm excited.
William Shatner. You should do a William Shatner. Cheese is the thing that makes the world go round.
Are we sure this is a Sartori commercial? No.
I swear.
It's that look at the right in the middle.
Artisan cheese for all.
Artisan cheese.
Yes, absolutely. It's cheese. You know what artisan means? It's been sitting in a shack for like 7 years.
Nice.
Getting moldy.
Nice.
Yeah.
The moldier the better. That's what they say.
So I have a funny story for you guys that
Please.
I should share on
Come to
air.
the right place.
My mother was going through my grandma's stuff the other day.
Yeah.
And my grandma is an avid cribbage board player.
Yes, of course. As are they all.
And guess what she found on the bottom of the cribbage board?
What's that?
Money.
Oh.
So,
Well, she was that kind of cribbage player.
Yeah, she played us for money. And she played us for dollars, and there was still money on the board. So obviously, someone, if you're looking to play cribbage, there's still money on the board. So.
Wasn't some money taped to the underside of it? Isn't that what
Yes.
she said?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are we
Like
talking
six-
some serious bucks or just a little like coffee
Just-
change?
Just a coffee change.
enough to make a dent at the Cedarburg Fiends book sale
There you go. Come on down.
Yeah, yeah.
at the library.
By the way, I do have my Bulldog. I do have my ride in for the 29th.
Oh, fantastic.
Well, set to
Excellent.
go.
Great,
6:30.
great. Yeah, we'll have the red carpet rolled out for you. Or
AJ
some
speaking at the library.
color. Yes, AJ's summer speaker series here at the Cedarburg Public Library, and
Yeah.
that is also funded by the Friends of the Library. Hence the book sale. Look
You
at the
got some-
dots connecting.
You got some big names. Andy Fish.
Andy did his presentation last week. Had a really good crowd, and we're bringing in people. It's nice. It's
He's awesome.
kind of cool. Yeah, Andy's
But-
wonderful.
By the way, Jack, I appreciate your name. By the way,
Oh, you saw that.
I appreciate your name. It makes me
Hey, I'm
happy.
Jackie Sartori. Hey, come on.
Sounds like a straight up Italian lobster.
He's
And then the headline: Who cut the cheese?
Not me.
that should be your cold open for your speech.
Yeah.
Hey, who cut the cheese?
I'm excited. I had this is actually my second gig in a little over a week. So,
Racking them up.
There's
Yes,
a
sir.
fabulous shot of AJ speaking at the basketball camp. That
Oh,
he
nice.
has.
I'll have to fish
he
that
has-
up for tomorrow.
He has on social somewhere.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Well, we'll put up a picture of AJ tomorrow instead of actually AJ.
Yeah, and then we can make fun of him while he's gone.
That's true. We have big plans for tomorrow.
Yes.
You can.
The show will be extra long tomorrow because we're having an AJ roast without.
Yeah, it's going
AJ.
to be like a Friars Club.
And don't you worry, boys. I'll be there on Wednesday.
Oh, sure, you big shot. You'll go you'll catch a flight right out to LA after this thing. You know you.
Your reputation will be destroyed by Wednesday. You'll have to come back and save it.
What
I
reputation?
know.
All right. AJ, our next willing victim is in the wings there, so we're gonna move on to the next segment. But
All right, guys.
thanks for popping in. We'd like to see you on Wednesday, so drop your iPad or something. See what's going on there.
Yeah, I will.
Call your mother right away. Tell her you're sorry that Bulldog wouldn't let you answer the phone.
Yeah, I will.
Always apologize to your mother.
Don't get a mom angry.
I will call my mother. She's not
All right.
at home, so I better not make her angry.
Yeah, no, exactly. All right.
All right, boys.
All right, AJ, take
All right,
care.
good luck at
Have a great one,
Sartori.
man. Yeah, go get him tomorrow.
Thank you.
Take care.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
AJ Bocchini, the international star of stage and cheese.
Inspirational speaking. His career's taken off.
It is
Yeah.
taking off, and we're sitting here languishing on these little boxes online. For God's sake,
You're not languishing. You get to talk to me. I have to talk to you, so I'm the one languishing. You're living the high life, dude.
Yeah. This is a court ordered thing, Jack.
Yeah.
So
It must be. Otherwise, why would Samantha be here if it wasn't court
Samantha.
ordered?
Yeah, let's talk about Samantha. Shall we?
Yes, bring her in. She's got shit to do today, man.
All right, let's make it happen. Samantha Bear coming in from the wilds of Missouri.
Yes,
Hi.
yes. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Boy, you got a halo going. For God's sakes, you look like you're an angel.
No, I would go that far, guys. I would not go that far, but I get the flattery.
Where are you and what are you doing? Explain yourself.
Explain myself. I have left the state and I'm never coming back.
Uh-oh.
And the good news is they're not going to prosecute.
Exactly. Mostly I was just trying to get as far away from you guys as possible, but alas.
You only made it to Missouri?
So.
Found you.
No, so we actually, I'm sorry if I have spotty service. This is our first day of our camp that we put on once a year. So we arrived yesterday to New Haven, Missouri, and we'll be here until Friday. So there's 25 of us, and
Nice.
yeah, they're at breakfast right now, and in about 20 minutes or so, we'll head down to the next area, and we're gonna start all of our programming for the day.
Right on.
They're eating their muffins, the bottom first, saving the top for last.
I
They'll all walk in with their muffin top saying, "You're saving this for the ride."
They're no rookies. They know what's up. They know that is psychotic. So I've worked with individuals long enough to know what I will say is okay and not. So they're pretty well aware that the top comes first.
All right, we'll give them that. So,
How are you guys? What are you guys up to? Is it a busy Monday morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
time. Yeah, we're trying a new structure today on, showcasing our underwriters, and Jack screwed it up right out of the gate. So we're doing really good.
Okay, well,
And he-
almost, I'm glad you said underwriters for a second. I thought this show was going even further south than it already was. When you said under, I was like, oh God, what are you showcasing?
You're-
Undergarments?
You're further south than us this week. You're in Missouri. So tell us what the camp is about, and tell us what your organization is all about. You've been a great guest, but there are some first time viewers. So
Yeah.
tell us what the heck, what's going on there?
Absolutely.
Who are you?
Who am I? Well, I am this crazy Jewish lady who's running an organization here in Ozaukee County. So my name is Sam Bear. I'm the executive director of Blossom IDD. So we do a lot of amazing things for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. And yeah, if you scroll down on our page, I just posted yesterday the pictures from our first day. Every day I will post pictures updating on what we're doing. So even if I don't pop on the rest of this week, you guys can stay tuned.
Cool.
But one of the major components of Blossom IDD is doing accessible travel opportunities. So, individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities oftentimes only are able to travel with their families, whereas many of us neurotypical individuals travel with our peers. We go to college, we do different experiences that we're able to navigate independently.
Mhm.
And so Blossom really likes to take those opportunities and expand them for people with IDD. So last year, this was our first actual travel experience. It was our pilot program. It was the first one ever. And we didn't know if we were going to do it a second year, but the participants said, are we going back to camp? Like literally, we were on the bus on the way home and they were all panicking. So we came for round 2, but we've also added other programs. We went to Chicago earlier in February, and end of the summer, we're going up to the Apostle Islands. We're partnering with another organization to do kayaking that's accessible.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
So along with that, Blossom IDD does a lot of different things. One of the major pieces of the puzzle is sharing information and resources. For those of you who guys don't know, once you graduate from high school and you're a person with a disability, the support world is beautiful in Wisconsin. It's just very complex. So, I mean, if you guys try it's the equivalent of trying to navigate taxes. Like, can you do it by yourself? Sure. Do you want to like rip your hair out piece by piece? Absolutely, because you have no idea what you're doing unless you're an accountant.
Mhm.
So I'm the equivalent of an accountant for the IDD world.
Nice.
Excellent.
So that's another piece of the puzzle. And then the last one is you guys will oftentimes see us around town. We do community connections. So we get individuals into the community doing same things that the two of you would do. I mean, maybe they do items that are a little bit more kosher because
Smoking and drinking?
I don't know. Drinking they do enjoy, but smoking I will not prohibit. But yeah, we really just try to get everybody up and out in the community and do the same things that all the rest of us do. Enjoy life.
Very cool.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Love
Now,
it.
how can people support Blossom IDD?
Well, it's funny that you guys say that. And the reason I thought it would be great for me to pop on the show is because June 30th, we actually have our formal tickets going on sale for our fundraiser that's coming up in the fall. So last year we had Tony Memo, who was amazing. He actually was on the show as well, if you guys remember.
Yep, sure do.
Really?
And this year we are going to be having Paul Seabar. I don't know if you remember him, Paul Seabar.
Oh, the best.
Oh, yeah.
He's great. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's going to be coming to us come September 30th. So if you go up to the top of our website under resources, there's our Growing Through Music page. That's where tickets are going to be able to be sold. We also have sponsorship opportunities, underwriting opportunities. So that's our one major fundraiser that we do a year. But more so than donating money or attending that event, really, we are totally on the hunt for volunteers. We have, I think, over 60 programs in the fall, 60 to 75 between September and December. We are opening up two new service lines, two new programs, one of which is going to be volunteer-based. The other one will just be a general community-based program. We took feedback from community members that said they would like more programs for more ability levels.
Mm-hmm.
And so we really just wanted to make sure that happens. So in our newsletter coming out next week, we'll be promoting that and sharing what we're going to be doing. So really, we're just looking for volunteers and engagement, more so than anything, just to have a good time.
Okay. And you sell things at the
and
store.
You two fools need to come down to the store. Listen, last time I was here last month, you promised me you'd be down there.
Wait.
Bulldog,
I think.
Why is he hiding? Why is he hiding? Look at him.
I told him. I told him to get his ass down there, and he wouldn't do it. He made up something. He always has some lame excuse. And
Sam, you need to understand, as a librarian, what goes along with that is also agoraphobia.
Okay, listen. Don't use the librarian card. Come on. Don't even do it.
If I go out in the public, they beat me up.
I think that's a library card.
You go to Java House every morning for coffee and a muffin. Don't you freaking lie to me.
With a fake mustache. That's my brother. That's my brother.
All right. Well, speaking of the store, Sam.
Yes.
What are you guys doing for Strawberry Festival? Are you going to have anything outside, or you just want people to come inside since they're in town? Tell us.
Well, Jack, don't you worry. We restocked the lip gloss because, you got the one chapstick last year, and that was clutch. So I'm expecting you to return.
I'm so far ahead of Bulldog.
On top of his game. Oh my God, it's Saturday. Holy cripes. I can't believe it's Saturday.
Good morning.
We're going to be out and raring to go. So we'll have a tent out in front of our store that's going to be supporting just the nonprofit. Our volunteers come, our participants come. It's going to be really just like a hangout. We'll have nice cold beverages. We always sell those. We sell them in the store, but the participants will sell them outside. Yeah. And then inside the store will be completely open and staffed. As you guys know, but I'll share it again. We sell products created by people with disabilities. So some of the people with disabilities who are our vendors are also participants in our programs. Others just are amazing artisans and want to sell their items and create a platform for them to do so. So if you come on by, 100% of the proceeds will be going towards a great cause. The nonprofit works in partnership after we pay out our vendors. Any of the additional proceeds circle back into our nonprofit. So it's all up for a great cause. And if Bulldog and you, Jack, don't come, I will be furious.
Well, we'll have to have you on the show then, because we like this sort of Jerry Springer thing. So if you start raging and throwing chairs, that does amazing for our ratings.
Sammy Springer.
TV network to like Maury, Jerry Springer, very
Maury, Jerry.
Jack, you are the father.
I mean,
I'm Jackie Sartori. Hey, come on, give me a break.
Oh,
wow. Okay, so Sam, you can tell.
Are you guys going to be out and about at Strawberry Fest?
I might take a walk. I'll be at the library.
You weasel. Whenever he starts like that, he goes, nah, that means definitely not. Even his definites turn into no-shows, as you know from experience. First, he was going to show up at Hefner's, and he didn't show up.
You guys should do like a live broadcast or something. Like you could come on down, bring all the equipment, and just like set up a full-blown show. And I think it'll be great. I think we should do that. We should make it happen.
You want me to schlep the radio station up the streets?
It's not too much
on my back.
It's a workout.
I have a very intricate network of trusses that keeps me from bringing the radio station up the road.
The atrocity is so honest.
It is an atrocity. You think of him with a trust. An atrocity.
Here I thought coming on, it'd be like nice and calm.
Why would you think that?
No calmness.
What do you think? This is the morning blend?
So Samantha, you're coming back. You're coming back on a private jet, right, from Missouri? So you'll be fresh and ready to go on Saturday.
I mean, am I ever truly fresh and ready to go for anything? No, but we're coming back Friday. We'll be leaving here on Friday morning, so we should be back about early afternoon, evening, and then bright and early Saturday and Sunday we'll be with it. We're going in it.
All right.
Game on. Don't you fret. Right into the thunder.
Fret. I will not avoid Strawberry Fest because I will stop at your thing. And I'll buy 2 lip glosses this year, at least. But Bulldog, that'll be the challenge. I'm throwing down the gauntlet. The big talker. Let's see if he can come through for once and show up.
Well, I've got many days to get ready. I'm calling my therapist this afternoon. I'm going to find my way out the door. I'm going to put shoes on.
If you guys come down, I will personally post it on social media. I will be like, everybody, a rare sighting. It's like a vampire sighting in the middle of the day. He's not just on the radio.
I'm allowed 8 minutes of sun a week.
Oh my God.
He's about right.
That's a
Right.
lot. Make sure you use sunscreen, wear a hat. I mean, don't get burned.
How do I keep this translucence?
He'll keep his khaki pants on. Don't worry.
Listen, okay, is the rest of the show like this, or is it just us?
No, it's much more unbridled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unbridled.
Is it reined in, or are the reins like completely loose right now?
This
Because
is an unbridled shower, is what we are. We have certain guests like who shall not remain nameless, Patty Gloon Hansen, who brings the show down into the gutter within 5 minutes
my gosh,
every time she's on. She's talking about blowjobs or smoking
it's
joints.
okay, all right. I feel like I'm high class now. I feel high class.
No, it wasn't blowjob. It was masturbation. That's what it was.
Oh my God! Even worse. Even worse. Oh my God!
If memory serves, the Camp Trinity is a bit of more of a pious camp, so I can't believe Jack's going here.
Nothing like to do wandering around the Christian basement. Okay, we got it. We're totally okay. But it's actually really cool. It's cool because I think I told you guys last year, the camp that we come to, the reason we come all the way down here, it's a long story short, but part of Blossom, as you guys know, is we love to do collaborations. Unfortunately, I have to collaborate with you guys once a month, but I like it. But this collaboration is because one of my former staff members when I was working at the college, her family owns and operates the camp. So she wanted to have her family now that she's worked with people with disabilities and that will continue to be her profession, she really wanted to expose her family and kind of bring in her life passion into their family's business.
Nice.
So we're the first group of people with disabilities who've come to Camp Trinity. And now we're on our second year and we're hoping to expand that to other organizations that are here locally that also support people with disabilities to kind of gain more momentum on that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very nice.
a really cool experience. So, I mean, are there crosses in occasional places because it's called Camp Trinity? Yes. Am I still wearing my Jewish star? Yes.
Hey,
so we're okay.
As I told the Bokinis,
represent.
I met them in a church this last week. It was for a service, and I said, "You guys are lucky this thing hasn't come down yet." Because I'm a Reformed Catholic. I do not. The crosses are worse for me than you people.
What? Okay, like, I'm semi-concerned it's religious based, but like more so concerned it has to do with the catheter. So like I don't
know. See, we brought you down to our level. Yeah. It only took like 15 minutes, but I knew that eventually.
The catheter.
I knew
that of all you, Samantha. Congratulations. We're not quite a year into the show. And that's the first time we thought we were going to get through the entire year without someone saying the C word. Catheter.
I'm going to be limping for the rest of the day now.
Okay, but it could be possible, right? Like when Jack starts talking about crap like that, it's like, which way is he going? With the undergarment, underwriters.
We never know. We never know where it's going to go.
And I'm like, oh God, we're okay. All right, we're going there. We
follow that rabbit down the hole.
That's right.
Well, so I know you have to.
Did you do that? Yeah. No, I was just gonna say, did you mention the Catholic in church?
Of course.
Oh.
Okay. Right. Okay. I'm okay.
He's very crispy because he's burst into flames at least 3 times in the last month. So,
Yeah, but crispy is like a new hit word, right? Like, you're flexing, you're crispy, right? Like my staff is burger now, but we'll just call Jack crispy.
Jack's not in there.
The power of Satori compels you.
Yes, that's
right.
right.
The power of Satori compels you.
Hey, I went to my first ship. It was a Shiva, right?
Yes, it was. Well,
I did.
Jack can try to come with us if we ever go to Israel, right? Like,
no.
What time is part-time in Israel?
No, it's not going to happen.
I do want to go to Israel.
Oh,
we'll just
someday.
Let's get that Catholicness taken care of.
He'll be the only thing that ever sinks in the Dead Sea. Everything else.
Clunk. Straight to the bottom. For my next trip, I pull a rabbit out of my head.
Oh man, talk about left behind. All right, so
You can kiss my left behind and my right behind.
Sam, I'm going to let you run for the hills. And thank you for beaming in from Camp Trinity in the wilds of Missouri. And we hope to see you on Saturday.
Hope
Okay,
to.
I'm going to do what I can.
Publicly. So, I mean, it's not a hope. Jack is already committed.
I'm
so
in.
you can do
You,
this.
you guys selling catheters there?
Bathroom. Just come to the back. You can use the new wheelchair ramp that we put in last year.
There you go.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah. Very cool.
Jack likes designer catheters. He likes a very yes. He will only use a certain type.
That's right.
Anyway.
Monograms.
Epic disaster you two are. How do I even deal with this on a Monday morning?
Put on a happy face.
I no longer have 18 participants. I now have 20 participants.
Sam, be free. Enjoy
Yes.
your week. Get some rest, and we will see
not gonna
you
get
back
a
in the
rest.
Berg.
Yep. See you on Saturday.
All right, guys.
Take care, Sam.
Have a great week. Have a great week. Keep doing the good work, sister.
Bye.
Take
See ya.
care. Sam Bear of the Cedarburg Mercantile and Blossom IDD here in town, and she does amazing work. She's kind of a superhero.
She
actually.
is.
She's
Her
like,
enthusiasm. She's on.
I mean, that's just and the stuff she's doing are the things you don't really think about. You're just like, well, I mean, when it comes to giving back to a community, what do we and they think outside the box in such a way that is really exciting and cool and necessary, and I'm really glad that they're doing it.
It's so true. You get tremendous support throughout high school for people with disabilities, and then it's like there you go.
And that's not going to do it. I mean, that's it's not how we run this thing called civil society. So
no, not at all. And people live a long time these days. I mean, we have to do, and she's doing great work between.
Well, and it's amazing because it's not like they're doing things for people; they're just giving them the tools to succeed, and that's what's
give them a shot.
Yeah, exactly. So
getting a shot.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I suspect other. I'm sure there's other organizations that do things like this, but it seems like what she's doing is so groundbreaking that she should be the model for these other organizations now.
Well, and if there's someone out there who's watching or listening, and you say, "Hey, wait a minute, we do that," let us know.
Yeah,
we'll be glad to talk to you. We're all about it. We're all about.
Perhaps we can be the conduits to connect. I mean, so that would be great. So
we're all about shining light on organizations that are doing good work. So,
without a doubt,
whether it's Mel's or Mr. Bob's, Advocates of Ozaki, who we talked to, we've had Barb Fisher on, and who's our guy?
Todd, Super Todd over at Family Sharing.
Super Todd at Family Sharing. We've had Mark Krieger on from Ozaki Food Alliance.
Oh yeah.
But that's not who I was talking about. I was thinking about. It'll come to me when we.
It probably.
But anyway, we love to work with organizations who are doing good. And so if you are, or someone who is, please let us know. We'll be glad to spotlight them.
Would like to spotlight that this final segment is brought to you by, I'm training here, brought to you by our friends at the Java House. We talked to them already, but Java House is slinging boba on a hot summer day. It's going to be in the high 70s, low 80s all week and sunny. It looks like it's going to be a good week, according to my Samsung phone.
Yes.
So,
it looks good. It looks promising. And I think, let's just see how we're doing for
Saturday. Saturday looked good too, actually. I didn't.
Saturday is sunny and 81. Sunday, 50% chance of rain, 77. But that changes. So
it changes. And you know what? If they get in a good Saturday, and half a Sunday or something, and people still come out for the Strawberry Fest it's a juggernaut. There's no stopping that thing.
The juggernaut.
Yes, absolutely. So speaking of juggernaut or anti-juggernaut, you see our big DC movie, The Flash, didn't do so good this weekend.
I don't even know what The Flash is. What is it? Flashing is dirty.
Well, that would have probably brought in some people, but no, this is the speedster in the red suit.
Any big stars in it or anything?
Well, there's a star who had some problems. What's his name? Yeah, him. He had some issues with they had some issues. Miller is his name. What is the guy's name? I'll remember it in a bit. He plays the Flash. He was in the Perks of Being a Wallflower, and he was a star on the rise. And then I believe in a fit of shall we say drug induced haze, he made some very, very poor choices. I think he body slammed a woman in a choke slammed a woman in a bar. Can't do that. And so Warner Brothers, of course, doing Damage Control. This movie's been on the shelf. It was actually supposed to be out, I think, like a year and a half ago.
Because of that, or because they had other problems?
The little bit COVID, COVID delays and that sort of thing. But it got, relatively decent write-ups, and it was supposed to be Warner Brothers and DC's big summertime hit. Well, it did. I mean, it was number one at the box office, but it was a paltry number one. It's almost like. Yeah.
Spider-Man's not number one. That didn't last long.
Number three. Right? Well, no, in the summer, when a crowded summer, they're all fighting for that top spot. Spider-Man still, they look at the the percentage of drop they have from opening weekend to second. And that was a very low drop, so it's got enough legs. It'll do well. It'll probably join the $1 billion club, no problem. So,
what about the one you went to see with your son?
Transformers.
Yeah.
Rise of the Beast. Yeah, that took a big drop. That didn't link. I think it's number 4 this week, but
I've never been interested.
Well, excuse me. Yeah, there it is. That's what Warner Brothers is doing this morning. The interesting conversation in the articles that are being thrown around now, though, is that they're saying is it superhero fatigue, that people are just had enough of these costume heroes, and that's part of the problem. But the other part is that a lot of these DC movies were not good. They had a lot of not good movies.
That's an issue, no matter who's in them or what it's.
That's exactly right. Another problem too is I think spectacle cinema. The fact that everything has to be so huge and every movie is like the end of the world. It's literally the end of the world. It has to stop, to save the world or save the galaxy or save the cosmos. Eventually, that gets old. I mean, and I think that we're talking about how like Wes Anderson has a new movie coming out this summer called Asteroid City, and it opened in New York and LA, and actually if you look at the per screen averages, which is an important number, it actually out-earned every movie. Now it's only playing in 2 theaters, one in New York and one in LA, so everyone who wants to see it congregates to that, but it made a ton of money. And so I just think that the variety that we used to hope for in the multiplexes is not there anymore. It's a superhero, Transformers, superhero.
Did Wes Anderson do the Royal Tenenbaums?
Sure did.
That was his only good movie, I think.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Rushmore's a masterpiece. Bottle Rocket's a masterpiece.
Okay, you'll have to get me a list because I never saw Rushmore, although I wanted to see what. But there's one that's really, it was like Oscar nominated that I had to turn off. Hotel.
Probably
Budapest.
Grand Budapest Hotel. Yeah. I like it. It's not my favorite of his, but I liked it. I didn't love it, but it was good.
Yeah, I do like. He has a very, very distinct style. You can always tell immediately.
Yeah, he's all styles.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it. Is there any story? He got a big cast too this time. What's their name?
Oh God, yeah, just everybody. We got Tom Hanks. We got Willem Dafoe, Jeff Goldblum. It's just it's as usual. They all love to work with him. So I'm sure they take a pay cut.
Bill, he's one of the
Bill Murray, obviously.
Bill Murray will call him back or something.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So there we go. I was talking to my co-writer on my script over the weekend, and we had a casting breakthrough. Not that we'll ever have any sort of say in that sort of thing, but I'm losing names today. What is the name of? Great. He used to be on SNL. Bill Hader. Bill Hader would be great for Stanley in our film. What do you think?
Yeah.
I just thought he'd be a good kind of. He
really does some good. Like he did that Keith Morrison impersonation on those skits.
He was great. His impersonation skills are.
Yes, he could do it. he would be good at it. Yeah.
I'm operating off of this HBO series he did called Barry, which just ended, I think. And I've seen only the first episode, but I have to watch. I want to watch the rest. But he's a good dramatic actor too. He actually can. I mean, he always has a humorous slant, but he's a good dramatic
Stanley. I picture him as pudgy. I don't know why he's not.
I never saw him as such. I think I saw his friend Glenn with the fake hand. I think I saw him as slightly pudgy.
Yeah, we describe him as such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Yes, I think I did. I think Paunch
Yeah.
was in there somewhere. Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, we were just like, man, Bill Hader. That's it right there. So
Okay.
So,
There.
Mr. Hader, if
Your
you
work
tuned
is
in,
done. You get extra credit. Not only did you write the script,
I'm casting the damn thing.
Yeah, you should get.
Unfortunately, if I go and take this any further, I'm a scab. I'll have crossed the WGA.
I was going to say the writers are still on strike, but the directors settled, didn't they? They're not going on strike.
They did,
and that really hurts the writers.
It does hurt them a little. It hurts their cause a little bit. It would have
A
actually
little?
got. Well, no, they're still fine because the SAG, Screen Actors Guild, might go on strike yet. So
I know,
if you get 2 out of 3, that's good. That still has everything shut down. And even with just the writers still on strike, everything's shut down. So it's not like you can be more shut down.
Yeah.
But if it had been a trifecta, that would have been a monsoon, tsunami, and then they would have gotten whatever they wanted. But I think the actors, if the Screen Actors Guild goes on strike, I think they're still going to do very well. So
Scarlett Johansson,
yes,
she's in that movie.
she is. She is indeed in Asteroid City.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. It looks the trailers are great. It looks like a lot of fun. So
I think the next Superman movie we can have Quinn Natali being.
Now that'd be awesome. I would be there front row center opening day. Absolutely.
He'd be awesome. And then Samantha Bear can be in there too, kicking ass.
There you go.
Yeah.
Man, I like this. A localized small town Superman production. I like
ass kickers.
Let me get writing on that.
Yep. You bet.
It works for me. Hey, we're overtime. We're back after a week away, and it's really nice to be back. I'm shocked. It's nice to be back. So.
Got to work on your opens and closes and your timing and get your shit together.
Yeah. I got to work on that. It's like trying to punch speaking of asteroids, it's like trying to punch an asteroid with your bare hands.
Kiss my asteroid.
There you go.
As the cool kids would say. Tomorrow, Lisa Curtis, we hope
so.
And no AJ tomorrow.
Right. You're going to have to do sports. You can just lie.
Maybe Russ could join us for sports.
It'd be like a big Packer victory.
Yeah.
We're excited.
Sometime.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. Have a good day. We are back tomorrow at this very spot. If you like what you saw, tell a friend. If you
go
didn't
to
like
Strawberry Fest and stop at they're on the very south side of Washington Avenue, Blossom IDD and Cedarburg Mercantile, like 2 doors south of PJ Piper's, right? Isn't that
absolutely?
About right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I can take that. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, see, you can go get your breakfast feed on and then go over there. So,
all right,
you better come through this time.
Public appearance. I can do it. All right, take care, everybody.